Imagine back to when every part of farming had to be done by hand. Planting the seeds, harvesting the crops, all of that by hand, with no mechanical systems. And watering, well, that was up to nature. This was a beautiful lifestyle, but it had its problems. For example, if no rain fell, your crops would die. If too much rain fell, your crops would still die. If you were injured, well, you couldn't harvest your fields. Even if you tried your hardest, things could still go wrong. Nature is inherently unpredictable. Because of this unpredictability, Archer Robotics has come up with a solution that might just save your life. With our robot, we can plant seeds, harvest crops, and even water fields. Our robot, Sagittarius, your life will never be the same again. Now, on Team Archer, it is very important that we run as a well-organized business. Right after kickoff, we split up into two teams, engineering and marketing. The engineering team focused on designing and building our robot, Sagittarius, whereas the marketing team focused more on marketing the best program and our team. On each team, the individual members had specific roles and responsibilities that they were supposed to do. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Jacob, CEO of Team Archer. Brandon, engineer. Josh, head of marketing. Samantha, head of spirit and sportsmanship. Adam, head of engineering. Michael, head programmer. And Haley, treasurer and marketer. Now for our company demographics. We have all ages in our company, from 6th grade all the way up to 12th grade. We have 1 6th grader on our team, 3 7th graders, 4 8th graders, 3 9th graders, and 2 10th graders. Our team is comprised of 11 males and 2 females, and 12 of us are homeschooled, and 1, Josh, goes to Da Vinci Academy.
As previously mentioned, I'm the treasurer, so I'm in charge of the budget. So most of our budget was set aside for making the practice field for Sagittarius. But we also have used it for other things, such as the t-shirts, which were later sponsored, the team giveaways, and transportation. We have had 6 sponsors this year. Firstly, General Dynamics, they were our biggest sponsor. They helped cover our company's basic needs. Jet Black was our sponsor. They helped us buy all of our t-shirts. Home Depot, they helped us in sponsoring by buying all of our booth supplies. Mamela Printing aided us in all of our printing services. And Lexington, Minnesota gave us space to drive our robot. Without them, Sagittarius would not have been possible.
Now, before we could begin building a robot, we first had to initially define the problems that we would have to overcome, then come up with a basic game plan or strategy that we would follow, and then brainstorm specific ideas of how to solve those problems and fit our strategy. For defining the problem, some of the first ones we came across, the obvious ones, were stuff like driving around the field while avoiding obstacles like pigs, or picking up many different shaped and sized items like the corn, lettuce, and tomatoes. There are many different orientations and shapes and sizes. So those were some of the problems we thought of. For strategy, we looked at the points this year, and there's bonuses for if you get corn and seeds together, as well as if you get corn and lettuce and tomatoes together. Now those bonuses are pretty substantial, so we found we could get the most points if we go for those items because we would get the points for the items plus the bonuses. So that was our basic strategy. We wanted to go for those items. So we had to think of ideas, brainstorm ideas that could solve that and get those game pieces. So we thought of many ideas on drawing on the whiteboard, Lego models, cardboard models, all sorts of things. And here are some of them. So that right there is a picture of our initial idea for what we would call the seed hopper. Some sort of device that could just drive along the path and plant all the seeds very efficiently. Now, it went through a lot of revisions after that, so that's not what it looks like now, but that was what we started with for the brainstorm. Another good idea we had was a multi-purpose arm that could get all 3 types of vegetables, the corn, lettuce, and tomatoes, all in one device, so that we could be more efficient with our motor usage as well as more efficient fitting together into a whole robot.
As head of engineering, I was in charge of making sure the building of Sagittarius was on track even from the beginning. At Hub, we started by defining our problems using the engineering process. Then, on the way home, we started brainstorming ideas. Originally, we always thought we were going to have a seed hopper that would slide along. But originally, we were thinking it was like a cube, like the slide shown before. After much testing, we discovered that a cylinder worked much better because the seeds could then spiral down these screws instead of jamming up in a box-like design, because putting spheres inside of a cube doesn't work very well. We also designed our arm so that it is capable of picking up all of the objects. With the forks, the forks are used for pulling tomatoes off the vines, picking up lettuce off the ground, and used in assisting picking lettuce or corn off the stalk. Finally, we have our dumper. This dumper runs off one motor located down in here with a pulley. This string pulls the gate down, and once it hits a stopper, pulls the bed of the dumper up like a dump truck bed. And this was the engineering design process we used.
So, as head of marketing, it was my job to make sure that Best and Archer got promoted equally. So, we presented to 2 different places this year, to multiple grade levels, both the Best program and our robot. So we presented at Da Vinci Academy of Arts and Science to younger grades as well as teachers who'd be interested in starting after-school activities. And we presented to Escherl Homeschool Co-op, where we presented to multiple levels, 6th grade through high school, and teachers gave demonstrations of our robot and such things.
This year, we went to Garden Fresh Farms. We went there to research hydroponics because that is what the game field is about this year. The founder of Garden Fresh Farms showed us some ways that they grow things at Garden Fresh Farms. One of the ways he showed us was the orbiting garden. On the inside, the plants grow towards a light in the middle, and on the outside, the roots stick out and get dunked in a drop of water about every half an hour. The greatest thing about hydroponics is that, especially in Minnesota, is that it can be grown year-round. And it takes 100 times less land and 20 times less water.
Here at Archer, we use many kinds of technology. We use SolidWorks, MakerCam, QCAD, a CNC mill, and one of the reasons that our product is better than all of the rest is because we have access to a CNC mill. This allows us to make precision parts, and one of those ways is by making wheels perfectly round and gears to mesh perfectly together. We also drill holes in the wheels, as shown up here, and then we take grip tape, fold it in on itself, and thread it through the holes to make the treads. Another programmer and I, actually Andrew back there, we programmed the entire robot by hand. We have a special design so that we can switch between 2 different drive modes in the middle of the competition. So we have arcade mode, where you just use one joystick to harvest the corn, because we can use the other joystick to move up and down the arm, and plant the seeds with tank mode, where you use 2 controllers to control it. This is why Sagittarius is superior to all the rest.
So this year we did decide to make a Archer website to promote BEST along with Archer Robotics. Some of the things included in our website is a homepage which shows a little bit about our team and the robot together. Team Archer, which tells a little bit specifically about our team. Best Robotics, which gives information about the program. You can actually contact our team head person if you want to start your own team. A little bit about our robot, our sponsors, and then some images and videos about us doing our work.
Not only does Archer make reliable products, but we also research and understand the problems before we go about trying to solve them. This year, we have gone out into the community, sought out sponsors, and developed solutions as a team. With Sagittarius, the possibilities are limitless.
We are Archer. Bum, ba, dum, bum, 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 bum.